My name is Vishakha Gupta, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Aperture Data. Let's talk today about the data science challenges in extracting value from images and videos. One thing I've learned consistently through hundreds of conversations with data science and machine learning teams trying to work with images and videos is that managing this data is hard. Because analytics on images and videos doesn't just mean reading these files from cloud buckets. It means that you have to deal with application metadata, annotations, sometimes embeddings, and often visual preprocessing and augmentation libraries such as FFmpeg. So what I have seen pervasively through companies large and small are these DIY or do-it-yourself scripts written on a need basis to bring various products or technologies together that address these data types. And we know what that means. It means installing and maintaining a number of tools and technologies, writing translations to make them talk to each other, making those scripts really hard to maintain and reuse. It also means the data lifecycle management becomes really messy because now you have to keep the data consistent across all these different data management systems. And for data scientists and machine learning engineers, it means long engineering delays because now you have to pull together data from various sources to create your data sets. What's worse is that we have actually encountered situations where data scientists are reluctant to refresh this data or change application schema in fear of losing even more time in achieving their business goals. And of course, such point solutions are really hard to reuse as the application requirements keep evolving, which is pretty common in such cases. Now imagine if you had an alternative which was holistic and purpose-built to understand visual data and data science requirements. Such a system would offer you unified access to all these various data types. It would be ready with interfaces to let you do machine learning operations easily. It would be agile to evolve as your applications and data evolve. And of course, it would be high performance and scalable without really disturbing the pipelines. That is what we have built with Aperture DB, a purpose-built database for analytics on images and videos. To give you a better idea, let me show you how a DIY looks and evolves over time as you're trying to convert your input images and videos along with the application metadata into something useful like recommendations, like models to deploy, or maybe data to display. You typically start out with uploading the data into cloud storage buckets and storing the metadata into databases. Anytime you need labeling, you have to bring in labeling vendors which provide annotations in formats that now you have to ingest. Sometimes we've seen people put them in cloud buckets directly and then scan the entire bucket to find the labels they need, or they go through the process of actually ingesting them into database to make them searchable. After that is where you start writing your DIY scripts that pull together information from these various sources. Sometimes you might need to pre-process this data, which is where you bring in the pre-processing libraries and integrate them into your DIY. And if you need something like similarity search or product classification, you might have to bring in KNN libraries to help you do just that. As you can see, such a spaghetti solution does look quite brittle and painful to maintain and reuse, and is not really an eloquent way to solve such a complex problem. And now let me show you what your machine learning pipelines can look like when using Aperture DB. Since Aperture DB can absorb all the complexities of data management and provide you easy-to-use API, you can now focus on your machine learning tasks and data understanding, which has been the primary objective all along. In the example given to us by a data scientist at the visual intelligence team at one of our Fortune 50 home improvement retail customers, they now took less than 30 minutes to write something that used to take them 2 to 3 days to accomplish. To learn more, please reach out to us.